I started recording at a young age. Like, I think the first time I hit the studio, I was 18, right? And it was like very seldom, but then as it picked up, as I got older, it became more and more. And then I really started recording at the age of like, I would say maybe 23, 24, right? And that's when I started putting out projects. So in that process, one of the producers in our group, his name was Nofi Fenan, who was the brother of my producer, Sandhill. He was like our, he had the work ethic out of all of us. You know what I mean? His brother makes the beats and it's kind of like, yo, take these, do your thing, come back. And he was like, no, we're going to go to the studio and learn how to mix so that we know how we want our snares to sound and our kicks to sound, right? So the studio we used to go to was run by a guy called Sam here in the city. He had a French label called Urban Lab. And as I was going there, I was learning to mix through him. But then Nofi passed in a tragic accident. And I went and started working at that studio to kind of cope with the loss, right? And the trying to understand like why hip hop became such a connector between me and my best friends, right? And in that, I learned how to really mix music. So I started recording myself, mixing my own records when I was in off hours at the studio and learning the plugins and just messing around with the program. And that's how I learned to mix and like co-produce music and record. And I think that's my main mentorship. Like that was my hustle and my drive and the technical side of things. And combining those two made me independent, you know? I mean, I kind of stayed with the old technical model that I was using. I can mix on Pro Tools or Logic or any DAW, but I use Sonar, which is a PC program by Cakewalk. That's like, I learned that in the studio and it's the one I maneuver the best. So that's the one I record myself in, you know? And I've always been using the Wave Diamond plugins. That's like my main bundle that I go to for mixing. You know, it's just, I keep it kind of organic in the sense that I use the digital platform to mix and the plugins and the VST and some compressors for vocals. But otherwise I use like really bad stereos or old headphones and like listen to it on different forms in the whip and just test that way. That's been my tried method. And then mastering is very important. So like I like to hand off my mastering. If I don't hand off my mixing, I like to have somebody that really just knows how to listen with fresh ears and make your music sound full, you know? So that's my process. I think early on I used to rock just wild shit just to express myself and be different to the other MCs that were around me in the city. And it started helping in a way, like people would pay more attention because of the gear. And it sounds stupid, but you know, we all love looking fly. I mean, I see the kicks behind you right now. So it's like, we need variation, right? Especially in hip hop, you got to kind of come correct, right? And then when I was in, I went to do a show in Australia, actually 10 years ago, like to this date. And I met Supernatural. And he saw me and he was like, yo, I really like, I don't remember what I was rocking, but he was like, I really like da-da-da. Like, yo, you got it. You got the sixth element. And I was like, what's the sixth element? He was like, you know, flyness. Like, you got style. You got your own steez. So, like, you know, that's the sixth element of hip hop. People should recognize that. So I stuck to that. Like, and I like fly shit. That's all I can really say. You know what I mean? So it's that. Yeah, we have a storage room downstairs that's pretty packed with, I think, like 400 t-shirts or like, you know, a bunch of hoodies, a bunch of like one pieces and kicks. But I also try to give away a lot of stuff. Like if I don't rock it for a couple of years, unless it's like a really exclusive piece, I just give it away and pass it down to somebody, you know? So I make space because I know I want to get new shit. Yeah, but you know, with this whole quarantine thing, I haven't really been buying gear online. I don't feel the urge to buy clothes because I'm not rocking much, you know? We're rocking a lot of reruns at the crib. Yeah, it's changed. I look forward to being able to go shopping again, as stupid as that sounds.